Hey y'all, Iric Sky here, and the Mavic Air is finally available. And you can expand this video's description and then click the link there, or just simply go to, oh there it is, epicdroneshow.com. Go to epicdroneshow.com or the link within this video's description. You can find where to order the Mavic Air Mini. Now the Mavic Air Mini comes in two different options at this point in time. At the time of filming this video, you can just kind of get the base one, and then you can get the one that has more stuff. Honestly, I just went for the base, and I'm going to explain why. And excuse me, sir, Sean Coonery, come on up. There you go. I'm going to explain why I went with the base. And before I do, look at how big. Now see, the Mavic Air Mini, hey Sean Coonery, the Mavic Air Mini is going to be a lot smaller than you are. Ha ha ha. That's right. That is going to be a tiny drone. So now let's start. Before I continue, and you can tell I'm super excited, there's going to be an unboxing, there's going to be a field test. Like all other drone videos, there's going to be very realistic expectations. Now, I say realistic because I've had a great experience so far with DJI drones. And I have a high degree of confidence that the Mavic Air Mini is probably just going to be just as awesome. So first of all, why did I go with just the base instead of the one with all the extra stuff? Well, I want to make sure it's really good first before I sink more money into it. The other reason is that the Mavic Air Mini should be USB rechargeable, meaning that a battery bank that I've got out in the field, and I've got my solar panels to top off my battery bank, my USB battery bank. That's something I've been asking for a long time. And I'm surprised that DJI has not provided USB recharging capability for a drone until this. You know, the Spark. I mean, it's just, why did they take so long to add USB recharging capability? Now, it's a micro USB cable, which is fine. I wish it was USB-C, because I've got so many USB-C devices. Why do I want to carry a micro USB cable around as well? But again, that's a small gripe for such an awesome addition that they've added, you know, the ability to recharge by way of USB. So the battery life, and again, until I receive my Mavic Air Mini and take it out in the field and see what it can do, the battery life on paper, and I'm just going to pull out my specs here that I got, the battery life on paper is 30 minutes. 30 minutes, that's insane for something so small. And we're about to get into the lightweight part here in a second. 30 minutes, even if it does half of that, 15 minutes, that's awesome. But realistically, if it does 24 or 25 minutes comfortably for one battery, that is incredible. Now, speaking of weight, this drone comes in at 249 grams. Now, depending upon where you live, that may not mean much. But if you're in the United States, and unless the regulations change, that could potentially mean, and again, I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, you know, check with your local government agencies and make sure that you're in compliance. But unless regulations change, there's the possibility that 249 gram drone may not have to be registered. So, you know, that's something that's deterred a lot of people from becoming part of the drone hobby. They're like, man, well, I got to register, dude. And, you know, I'm not even going to do anything commercial, but I just want to go out and have a good time. And even if you're going out and having a good time, the unfortunate part is, in a lot of countries, including the United States, you've got to register that drone. Not that it's difficult, simple process, and I think it's smart, you know. Safety is a good thing, and I'm very drone safety conscious. You know, check out my drone evangelist videos, droneevangelist.com. I'm a drone safety advocate. But with that being said, something that falls underneath, at least the current, and again, things are subject to change, but that could be a huge selling point. It touts a 4-kilometer range. That's insane. Something so small and something so lightweight. I would never fly it that far away because I'm going to fly line of sight to be safe and responsible. But that is insane range. It's got a 3-axis gimbal. So unlike the previous small drone, which was a Spark, which I'll be frank, I didn't really care for the Spark. And it topped out at 1080p video. It didn't have a 3-axis gimbal. I didn't really care for the Spark. That was one drone that was small and lightweight, but disappointed me. And ever since the Phantom came out, I've been asking for a smaller, a more lightweight drone, something that's more convenient to travel with. Something that's like, well, I've got all this other stuff in my bag, but why don't I throw a drone in? It's like, the drone's too big, it's too heavy. But something this small and something this lightweight and easily portable is a game changer. Which leads me to the next thing. This drone does not do 4K video. But it does do 2.7K video. So I'm willing to bend a little bit and say, I'm exclusively 4K. This video's in 4K. Most every video you watch on my channel that's current is probably going to be 4K because I've been using 4K since the early days. So early on adopting 4K actually that a lot of my viewers are like, dude, why are you filming in 4K? Nobody has 4K. Now pretty much everybody has 4K. So the fact that I will be filming with the Mavic Air Mini in 2.7K, that's slightly disappointing, but it's not as disappointing as 1080p would have been. And I'm getting a 3-axis gimbal instead of a little lame 2-axis gimbal. So, and depending upon your degree of experience with video editing, what you may not realize is that you can I could even embed 1080p or lesser quality video within a 4K video project. Now sure, when it plays back, it's not going to be true 4K, but I can use the footage in a 4K video. So for example, this video that I'm filming this face on video segment with, an A7R4, very high-end Sony Alpha camera, and you can find it linked within this video's description too. This is a very high-end camera, 4K. I'm filming this in 4K 30. This footage is going to look exceptional. It's a very expensive camera. It's a very expensive lens. But if I have footage, say for example, travel vlogging, something I like to do. I like to go places, swim to shore, get drone footage, get Sony Alpha footage. Check out my recent videos from St. John, and you can find that, and also the British Virgin Islands. But what this drone, this Mavicmini, will bring to the table is the convenience of something so small and so lightweight that I may take it places that I wouldn't take even my Mavic 2 Pro, which is extremely portable, but it's not ideal. It could be smaller, it could be lighter, and that's what Mavicmini's brought to the table. So even though I'll be filming with Mavicmini in 2.7K, and you could do 1080p if you want to do that, but even though I'll choose to do 2.7K, when I import that footage in 2.7K, I will embed it within my Final Cut Pro 10 video project. That's a 4K project. So as you're watching a video, you'll probably see some shots, maybe me face on video narrating, and then maybe some shots that I captured, with the Sony Alpha on a tripod. But then I'll also have shots blended in with that were filmed with the Mavic Air Mini in 2.7K. So for your average viewer that's on a smartphone or, not a super large TV, they're probably not going to be able to decipher the difference between 2.7K and 4K. And I say that with a cautionary tone in my voice, because your video files, people that do YouTube videos every day like I do, yeah, I'll be able to see. I'll be like, yeah, there's, that footage is not quite as detail rich as the 4K footage. I'll be able to decipher it. But to your average Joe or Jane, they're probably not going to notice the difference, especially if they're using a small device like a smartphone as opposed to, let's say, a 75-inch 4K HDR TV. So definitely usable footage. Would I like to have had 4K? Yes. But is 2.7K a deal breaker for me? No. And again, I haven't received my Mavic Air Mini yet. As soon as I do, I'll be taking it out of the box, taking it out to the field, and I'll be putting it through its paces. I do not expect the Mavic It's the Mavicmini. I want to keep calling it a Mavic Air Mini. It's the Mavicmini. I don't expect the Mavicmini to perform as well as my Mavic 2 Pro. However, for the price point and the features on paper that I'm getting from this drone, this Mavicmini, at this price point, that's pretty incredible. And the other thing you got to consider, you know, as a hobbyist, the price of a drone may have deterred you from becoming involved with the hobby. But now you've got an affordably priced drone that if you want to go in on the cheap and you don't want to get the bundle and the extra batteries, maybe you got an existing USB battery bank, you know, like I do. Top it off in the field while you're doing something else, you know, and don't worry about buying those extra batteries. So, yeah, and I'm just scrolling through the specs here, and I mean, it's easy to look at something on paper and get excited, and I do get excited. I'm visibly excited right now, but I'm realistic about it. There's already some videos on YouTube. You know the people I'm talking about. The people that, oh, this is the Mavicmini, and you know, here's the footage, and they've got the videos where, you know, nothing wrong with high quality video editing, but you know the channels I'm talking about, the ones that have the very, you know, like studio looking footage, and you know, it's obvious that they've got a lot of financial resources pumping into them. And they've also got a drone that hasn't even hit the market yet. So, yeah, and you can order the Mavicmini, you know, expand this video's description and then click the link there, go to epicdroneshow.com. But these people already have the Mavicmini. So I never trust a video that is posted before a product releases. You know, there's no degree of certainty. I have no degree of certainty that the product that they're reviewing is actually a production version. You know, maybe it's a prototype. You know, maybe it's an enhanced version of what is going to hit the market when all of us are able to order the, and you can order, by the way, you can order the Mavicmini right now. Just expand this video's description. It's available to order, but at the time of filming this video, today being October the 30th of 2019, it has not yet arrived on my doorstep. So, you know, I can confidently say that the videos that are appearing on YouTube October 30th, 2019, I personally don't trust them. You know, maybe you do. That's your choice as a viewer. You can trust what you want to trust. What I can promise you is that as soon as I receive my Mavicmini, that it will be the production version. It'll be taken out of the box. You know, nothing here scripted. You know, Sean Coonery, the big Maine Coon cat, just like the beginning of this video, he may pop up and start clawing at the drone or the box. You know, nothing is scripted. So I'm going to show you an honest Mavicmini review after I unbox it. And there's going to be a ton of reviews. So check out all my existing drone videos. I've got a lot of good, I think they're pretty cool, Mavic 2 Pro videos up already. Got a lot more Mavic 2 Pro videos coming soon. So subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon if you haven't already to be notified whenever I post those videos. And stay tuned, because Mavic Air, as soon as it's on my doorstep, as soon as Mavic Air is on my doorstep, I'm taking that puppy out of the box. I'm going to take it to the field, assuming it's not raining. And if it is raining, I'll just fly it inside. You know, the first flight will be indoors. So got a lot of opportunity here to have some fun. So if you haven't picked up your Mavicmini yet, again, expand this video's description and then click the link there, and you can find where to order it online. The two bundles that are currently available, all the accessories. And again, be sure to go to epicdroneshow.com to stay abreast of all the latest drone information, not just isolated to Mavicmini. But Mavicmini is what's got me excited, because on paper, Mavicmini, on paper, again, I say that with caution, on paper, Mavicmini appears as if it could be, not will be or is, but there's a possibility that Mavicmini could be the next great thing for people that, you know, don't want to spend a ton of cash, but they want to get acceptable video quality and still have a drone that has the performance, you know, up to 30 minutes of stated battery life and the convenience of being able to recharge by way of micro USB. So there's a lot of goodness that Mavicmini is bringing to the table. So tell me what you think within the comment section below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. And again, expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order the Mavic Mini online. And stay tuned because it's going to be fun. I'm super excited. Hope y'all are too. Have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.